What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Where the Locals Skate. I'm your host once again, OG Skate Show. This is a podcast where we get to know local skaters on and off the board. And of course, here with me always, the Couch Boys.
What's up, everybody?
Victor Castillo and Peralta is in the house. And we got a special guest in the studio today, Omar Whiskey Barrel. What's up, buddy?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Good, man. Chilling. Thank you for coming down.
Yeah. Thank you guys, man. It's just tight.
Been a long time, man. We've been, trying to get you in the studio.
Yeah, man. It's just,
Hey, by the way, this guy is my brother, and he also goes by another name, Para. Porque no le vale nada.
Tell him to stop.
All right.
Shit.
Let everybody know what city you're repping.
I'm repping La Puente.
You're repping La Puente?
Yes, sir. La Puente. It's kind of the stomping grounds when we're fucking mad young, I've known these shitheads for a very long time, about 15, 20 years now, so.
Okay. I forgot to tell you. Try not to curse in the first 10 minutes of the show.
Oh. Right away, I'm like, shit, fuck, tits.
Again, stop.
Chill out.
All right.
Tom from Blink-182.
It's all good. How did you start skating?
I started skating when I was like 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I actually picked up a board. I was fresh. I was fresh in the country. I came from Colombia. And yeah, dude. And I remember like I had a bunch of homies that would just, in this little cul-de-sac, they would like skate.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what? Like I want a board, Let me see what's up. But I couldn't speak any English or anything, so
wow.
I just told my parents, like, yo, let me like give me a board. And they were like, what the hell is that?
Mm-hmm.
So we went to the swap meet right there by Nogales, and I saw this fake plastic board, and I told my parents, like, that's a skateboard, like, give me that shit. And they were like, okay. So like my first board was like a $10 board from the swap meet, and I actually cracked the wheels.
Wow.
Within like a week.
Were you already trying to launch off or something, or what were you
I was just doing like 50 stalls and stuff on a curb.
Okay.
Just like standing still, trying to like learn how to ollie and the basics. Shove it.
Is that what you've seen those guys doing? Is that why you did that, or did it?
Yeah. Everyone at that age, like I kind of grew up around like a lot of older heads, but all they were doing was like shove it, kick flips, ollie off the curb, and they would like wax a curb like super crazy, and try to do like 50s and little 5.0s and stuff like that. So I just kind of got acquainted with some of the locals from that time around that area. And
in the cul-de-sac, the same dudes?
Yeah. And they all lived not even in that neighborhood. They were just there.
Okay. That's like the spot to chill?
Yeah.
Was that the apartments where you guys used to like live at with like Manny and Josh, Nyquist and all them?
That was like right after that.
That was right after that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually.
Let's talk about the apartments, because I've heard a few stories that a lot of people, that was the spot to be. Yeah. Because you had You had stairs there. You had maybe.
Yeah. That apartment complex. It was really cool to grow up in because we could go from a 2-stair all the way to a 7 and 8 stair.
Wow.
So the way I grew up skating with some of the homies back then, we would do the 2-stair. Like 2-stair, and then all right, let's go to the 3. Let me ollie the 3, and then the 4, and then we worked our way up, and I think that's what avoided a lot of injuries.
Okay.
Growing up, I've been pretty blessed with that, dude. Like
that's cool. You just didn't send it like most kids are probably doing nowadays, man. They're probably just sending it.
Yeah, man. I think that's how a lot of kids get injured quick.
But hey, dude, they're resilient, man. They'll bounce right back, and then, I mean, I remember if like I said, like the stuff they have nowadays to like the skate parks and everything, we didn't have that like in the 90s. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, we didn't get that luxury. There was maybe some places, but I didn't know how to get there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but I do want to go back to like, cause you started off with the swap meet board, and then when did you first get your actual board? How did you get that?
So I had a homie named Samuel. I haven't seen him in years, but he was sponsored by Birdhouse at that time.
Birdhouse?
Yeah, and he would kick me down with his leftover stuff. Like he was like, dude, like you need some wheels?
Cool.
Yeah, and he gave me like dude, and the wheels were super tiny and like beat up.
Yeah.
But I was so hyped. I was like, dude, it's like my first pro wheels. Like, I was just hyped, dude. And as soon as I snapped the board, he's like, here's my spare. Okay. And I was like, the board was chipped and it was like, you know, it was really messed up. But still, I was hyped, dude. I was like, hell, my first pro board. And slowly had like a Frankenstein. And it was all thanks to that dude, man. That dude, he kicked me down with all the good stuff. That's cool. And that's when I really started throwing down.
That's cool, man. That was like your first sponsor right there. Yeah. Shout out to him, man. Yeah, and then what was it when you got when did you go to a skate shop, or was it a skate shop or was it a mall board?
Yeah, at that time, Point Hills Mall had a board shop called Pyro.
Pyro?
Yeah, Pyro.
I think we've heard about that before.
Yeah, dude, and they actually used to have a skate park there too.
We did hear about that, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember like I went to Pyro and I was like, you know, man, I want a pro board, but they were so expensive at that time. Me coming from immigrant parents and stuff, living off a check, you know.
Right.
I didn't really like complain much, but I was like telling my dad, dude, you know, Christmas,
like... right. That's probably the only chance we get to get like the full complete, maybe.
Yeah, dude. My first board was a World Industries.
Okay.
That's cool. And I remember like I was like, it's on, you know. I got the board. I was like, I'm throwing it from everywhere. And sure enough, dude, I became more of like a stairs kind of guy. Yeah, and just big gaps and stuff. And I just like, I love big ollies and like kick flips, you know. It's kind of like what I've always been about. So
that's so rad.
That apartment complex though, man, that really set the tone for the rest of my skateboarding life.
That's a good place to learn then, I guess, because you know you had like you said, you learned in increments, you know.
Yeah, dude. Even with the homies then, you know, I grew up with a couple homies. I mean, I can say a couple names, but a lot of heads, you know, probably don't know them. But a lot of homies back then, for some reason, our parents gave us a lot of freedom.
Well,
you know? And we were like 11, 12 years old. And
running
like,
the streets already.
Yeah, we were like running all the streets everywhere, man. Like, you know, we would take the quarter bus to like get across town just to the other side of the town where all the other good skaters from that side, which was like where I met Listo later on.
Okay.
But it was like we had like two groups of skaters, and it was like my group by like Nogales High School, and you know, we're like ripping it and stuff, and then like the other side was like this other group that they were killing it too, you know. But like we kind of had beef, you know. We're like, nah, fuck those guys, you know?
Right. Little bit of skater beef, but, you know, like, just because, you know, everybody probably back then, like, I remember, like, it's competition, you know? Who did what? You know, everybody wants to one-up everybody.
Dude, we used to, like, egg each other.
Oh, my God, yeah.
We used to, like, piss in bottles, and, like, whenever we cruise by, like, and see that other group, be like, oh, like, we used to, like, it was good times, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm guilty of one of those. Yeah, I'm guilty of one of those.
You guys are terrible, man. But look, I think the most we done, like, I wasn't the one doing it, but I had homies that would like because we seen it in skate videos. You know, they drive by and throw a soda at somebody, a cake at somebody that's riding a bike, poor innocent, you know, person, and I'm like, I never was a fan of it, and they were just laughing. I'm like, yeah, man, I hope this doesn't come back to me. You know, one day I'll be sitting at a bus stop and, ooh, you know, soda comes flying at me.
I definitely got a lot of karma, man. From when I was a kid. Like,
I'll tell you this, like, growing up, because we were part of the squads that he was talking about that we beefed it, you know. But it wasn't really beef. It was just more like we took it as funny. Like, oh, he got me. All right, now how am I going to get him back? How am I going to get this fool back? Or, like, how am I going to beat this dude at the game of skate? Or it would be more like, oh, I heard that this dude from the Nogales squad hit this spot in our area and he did an early trick. So now you're just like, oh, fuck, now I got to go show him up.
So there's a time where like I came in skating with these guys, and then I would hear about I hear these guys talking about these guys over here being good. They will mention Omar before he was even known as Para, you know. Right. So I never really met him and stuff until one time at Baldwin Park Skate Park, where there was a contest, and they were like, oh, so that's the guy everybody's talking about. So he's all like doing 50s on the 9 hubba, and then like we're just competing against each other. So that's the first time we met. But,
yeah, that was the first time me and my brother met, man, and that was cool because we both made it to like the final, and I forgot who won, but we made it to the final. We're all hyped and stuff, and
You took the bus back home.
yeah. You know, it's crazy because slowly throughout the time, like even in our teenage years, the groups started to like some people dropped skating, and then like some of us that were like hardcore into it, all of a sudden we started like mixing together, and next you know, like we just like became like best friends at one point. You know, like we just grew up in the same area. You know, repping West Covina, La Puente.
It's and, like you grew up and now you had your squad, and like I say, your squad died out, but like you're like, well, this homie's down to skate. I mean, yeah, we used to beef it, but oh well. At least you're down to skate. Let's go skate. Let's go film. Let's go do something. They were the ones down, and it's what it turned into. You know, we just became one small little community, and
feel like everybody like kind of like faded away to like, you know, doing their life. They had kids or whatever they're going through, but the ones that actually still wanted to skate, they'll come back, or they would just, you know, make a new team, and you know, whatever whatever they made, they just kept going.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's so rad. Yeah, I mean, skating with homies is everything back then, you know, because a lot of times kids, you know, they're going through it, you know, as youngsters. Like you said, you had a lot of freedom, so you know you're probably in the streets just hanging out with your boys, you know, just waxing curbs and ledges.
You know, it's kind of crazy because I grew up with a lot of like CKY videos and like Jackass, you know, when it first started in MTV.
Okay.
And just like being around boys, you know, everyone growing up with that, kind of seeing all that.
That's the same influence that, like, that's why you did stuff like that, because you seen that in videos, so you're like, that looks fun and funny, and you know, record it or whatnot. But yeah, man, I mean, dude, I was a little bit older, luckily, when that came out, so I was like not too influenced, but I liked it. It was funny, especially if they did it to each other. You know what I mean? Because it was all them. It wasn't like really innocent bystanders too much, you know? But they'd be running over bushes and crazy stuff. Yeah. So
I mean, definitely some innocent bystanders.
I'm sure, man. I'm sure. I could tell.
But it was cool, man. It was cool. Those are the stomping grounds right there. These are the homies right here, dude. And shout out to the rest of all the homies, man. That know me, that grew up with me and stuff. Like, it's good times, man. Good memories. I don't regret one thing. I don't regret anything. Even all the bad, you know.
Makes you who you are today. So.
Yeah, it really does.
Are you goofy or are you regular?
I'm goofy.
Goofy footed?
Goofy for life.
All right. What was your first favorite board setup that, like, what were you rocking back in the day?
Well, the World Industries, and then after that,
what the trucks?
A lot of zero stuff.
Trucks. What were your trucks?
Trucks, Indies, Tensor.
Okay.
Tensor and Indies for sure.
All right.
Do you remember the graphic of the World Industry? Because I was a World Industry fan too. My first board was the grandma getting beat up by Flame Boy. Which one was yours?
Mine was Flame Boy, and he was like Rambo. And he was hanging off a helicopter, and he was like,
that was the Flambo. I remember you would log on to the website, and that would be the intro video. He would be coming out, swinging out, and just blasting the machine gun.
Dude, that was the first board I ever got, like a pro board.
Shout out to Steve Rocco for all that, dude.
Yeah, dude, they're still going, man. I still follow them, you know.
Yeah, I follow them too. They're still, I've bought a few, few boards. You know, I feel like they're kind of collectibles, you know, for me, because that was the era that things kind of started changing, like, I don't know. You're good. You know?
We're holding to this shit forever, bro.
It's all good.
No, but yeah, man.
Yeah. You got an empty can right there. Let me see that.
We got, what, like 4 empty cans?
You wanna be like the Dustin Dolan and Tommy Sandoval with all the cans in the show?
You need some enchilada.
Yeah. All right. And what are you skating now? What's your setup like now?
I'm skating a Spanky Baker board.
Sick.
Which I'm more of a like what feels good.
Right. The shape and everything.
Yeah. The board was just sick, dude, because like it's kind of a vintage board, so I just picked it up. But my favorite board, like I don't really like the company, but my favorite boards are real boards.
Okay.
They're
they never let down.
Those boards are solid, man. Like, I
don't think I've ever skated one.
Yeah, dude, they're solid. They're solid. They last. The pop, you know, everything. Other than that, I got some tensors, hollows. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Brooks for those.
Okay.
But those things just keep my pop going. Mm-hmm. I like skating a really light board.
Yeah.
And then Spitfires, man. Till the day I die, you know, like Spitfires. But that's the setup, man. You know, Bones Reds.
Okay.
And just run it till the wheels fall off.
That's cool, man. Yeah, man, that's cool. That's someone's setup. That's your favorite setup. Let's go. Set it up and let's go. Tensors I really like because they have a good turn radius as well. I don't know if you noticed some trucks that like indies turn really well. I started noticing I used to skate Destructos, which don't have any turn, you know, in the hanger. So, but I like that for the mini ramp.
Yeah,
you know, I don't want to go everywhere.
You know, when I was younger, I skated a lot of Destructo, and then as I got younger, I got into like medium. I used to ride a lot of high trucks because I like to pop fat, and I thought, damn, it's gonna boost me more, you know. But then I started learning like it's not too much of that. It's more on like the weight of the board and stuff.
Right.
And then I started focusing more on the dodos. Okay. Because I ride my board like the tightest trucks in the game.
Dude,
like everyone hates my board. And I was like, how do you even do anything with that?
I'll agree with that because I've jumped on your board once or twice, and I'm like, as soon as I push, I'm like, I'm falling off.
He said shit before. Like, just for the ollie. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Dude, and then you know how loose I ride. I ride that thing the loosest possible. So I'm like jumping onto your board. Listo the same way too. Listo's the same way too. You jump on his board, you're trying to your body's going this way, trying to turn, and the board's just still going straight. You're like,
my tricks are nothing compared to his, because I rode his board too. I try to go this way, but nah, he's going straight that way.
Sometimes I look at him, I'm like, how do you skate like this?
You know,
it's a preference sometimes for people.
Yeah, dude. You know what's cool about tight trucks that taught me, it's that it taught me how to do the tricks solid.
Right.
Like instead of pivot.
Right. Yeah.
Or like kind of
scurrying out.
Yeah, like when I do like back big spins or a backside flip, I do a full backside flip.
I'll give that.
And I land solid, you know. Right. And that taught me how to like pop fatter,
roll away straight too.
Yeah, and like kind of like get things like you can say proper in a way, you know.
I'll definitely give that to you, dude. Because during the Scumbag 3000 days when we were always skating together, dude, I would watch you do some solid back maneuvers. I'm like, dude, I've never seen such a perfect rotation or like such a perfect backside flip. I'm like, so this day I try to still like kind of comprehend it. I'm like, and now that you say that, I can understand why the tight trucks, because
yeah, you can't pivot with that at all. If I land any little way, like sideways or something, like boom, I get thrown right off. Like it's like a little trampoline or something. Yeah. Especially off stairs, like I gotta land like centered and solid because there's no bending one way or another.
Right.
But you know, to me, it's crazier when dudes ride loose like you guys, man.
Yeah.
Loose trucks to me, that's more balance.
It is, because otherwise you're getting wheel bite and everything, you know, like.
Yeah, man, to me that's tough. Well, even between street and vert skating, like I think vert is like 5 times harder than street by far.
Dude, well, I tell people with loose trucks, the thing is, it's like a bike. You know, if you ride a bike slow, you're going to wobble. And then as soon as you pick up speed, the more speed you pick up, the more balanced you're going to be. You're going to stay solidly right in the middle.
Man, I feel like I'm just going to like fall. No way, man. Pinch, and then there I go. Boom.
Well,
but it is crazy, though. It does teach your foot how to balance yourself perfectly. Like if you're standing on what do you call it, tightrope or something, you know what I mean? Because like you said, dude, like as soon as I get on that board, it's either going left or too fast right. Nah, here's your board back, bro.
Dude, loose trucks and vert, crazy, dude.
No, not for me, buddy.
I don't comprehend that at all, man. That throws me off so bad.
Yeah.
You know, skating in OC, when I would hit the van skate parks, like dude, like I saw some like rippers, you know, especially like the older dudes like Chris Asoy, you know, like I see their boards and they're all loose and they're just like killing the pool, and the pool coping is like it's not even flat. It's like it goes over.
Invert,
yeah, dude, and they're just like doing feebles on that and come back in. I'm like, One, that's crazy. Two, you got loose ass trucks, man. Like, how are you even doing that? It's like freaking magic or something.
It's physics, man. It's just the the speed and everything they got, man.
I'm telling you, the speed, the key to the speed is balance. The faster you go, the more balance you got.
Yeah, no.
It's just the skills too and the experience of being on the board and, just seeing yourself doing it and knowing what you're doing, because you can't just not know what you're doing and just do that, like you got to know what you're doing, see yourself doing it and visualize and whoop, go for it. There is going to be some slams, but now after a while, you'll get back up and land and roll away and be happy.
What do you mean? Man. My son just did it yesterday. He got on a board for his first time, loose trucks, and...
Your son?
I don't even have a kid.
Yeah, I know. All right. What videos hyped you up when you first started skating?
Bigger 3.
There we go.
Bigger
one.
2G. Bigger 2G.
2G all day.
Bigger 2G and all the Zero videos, man. Especially Dying to Live.
Oh
man, dude, that was a good video.
One of the greatest soundtracks too.
That made me want to like put my head through the wall. Dude. Like, I was like, dude, I gotta go skate big stuff now, And I couldn't, We would at that age, I was like 13, and we would just go to like. There's a spot called TJ Maxx or like Seafood City, and we had the loading docks,
They talked about it.
Yeah, and we would always like hit the loading docks.
Right, stinky floor or something like that. You had to land perfect.
No, that's the trucker gap, the fish guts gap.
Fish guts gap.
We had like 3 different docks.
Yeah, we had like 3 docks. We had the TJ Maxx dock, the fish guts, and then on the rainy day you would go skate Seafood City because that thing would have a roof over it. But if you caught it after the rain, that thing would be Lake Seafood City, or it would be a lake.
You know what's funny about that spot? Those back loading docks. After a while, the people like would get super pissed, like get out of here, you little kids, And they would call the cops. And there's like this one time, like a cop rolled through. He pulled us. He's like, "All right, everybody, sit on the floor, You guys keep skating right here. Like they're tired of your shit." And I was like, "Oh, all right, for sure." And he's like, "All right, everybody, tell me your names." And like all the homies gave like a fake ass name, dude, and the cop believed it. Yeah. But it's funny because we had this Asian homie named Alex, and when it got to him, he was like,
this guy,
dude, the cop, dude, the cop was like, I don't know how this fool didn't like, be like, man, they're fucking with me,
Yeah.
But he was like what, what did he say? And we're like, we don't know, dude. He doesn't speak English. And he totally spoke English, And he's like fucking with him. And he's like, what is your name? And he tried to like say like slower, like. Yeah. But the dude was like. The cop's like, you know what? Whatever.
Yeah.
If I see you guys here again, you guys are all getting tickets.
Yeah.
Dude, we're there every
day. Dude, that little triangle, right there, I think created. With the Nogales skaters and everything, I think that created some of the best skaters coming out of that area because we had everything we ever needed. We had stairs, drops, mani pads, red curbs, ledges. We found new spots that we didn't even know exist because when we were younger, we weren't thinking about that. And it's what made us just like I remember I would think of it like this: when we all finally just started showing up to Westco. Everyone's still learning how to skate off the 3, the 4, and we're just like, oh, the 8, bam.
Straight to the 8.
Straight to the 8. And everyone's just busting off the 8 because they're all like, I already kickflipped the dock, or I already kickflipped Seafood 7, or I already kickflipped
right?
Like
like you were kind of mentioning, you're like, that's about the same height. Like,
yeah.
You just got to go a little faster, and that's it, Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do. Just envision something you always skate, and you're like, it's just like that. Same thing, just do it.
When you're that young, it's like you're so creative, too. You see a loading dock, and you see it like, damn. Like sick ass spot, but it's just a loading dock.
Yeah,
it's just a drop,
As an older person, like as a worker, you just see like pulling in a truck driver, unloading the pallets, and as a skater, like a younger kid, you just see the kick flip, the amazement.
Or you're over here putting a dumpster in there and be like, hey, who can ollie off the dock and 50 the back 50 the dumpster?
We would push the dumpster further, like who can
ollie farthest and get it until one of us fell inside the dumpster.
I don't know about the falling inside.
I fell in like twice inside the dumpster.
That's crazy.
You should have stayed in there.
It's okay. Shots I was in there with your mom in bikini.
Here we go. All right, man. What about Do you have a local skate shop now that you rock with, or
I try to hit the smaller shops for sure.
just you try to just get back to wherever?
Yeah, man. Like, you know, I work pretty hard. You know, I've been doing what I do for about 10 years now, so I'm seeing some better money, and I try my best to support that, dude.
That's
like,
rad.
You know, any little shop. It really doesn't matter where it's at, but like if I see something, like me and Listo, we used to work together, and we went out of town to San Diego for a job, and like we randomly like stopped in some random shop in San Diego.
That's cool, dude.
And it's like this tiny shop, you know, and I was like, dude, like I'm buying stuff here, you know, like
was that Slappy's? Was that Slappy's garage? I think it was Slappy's garage.
I think it was.
Slappy's is a skateboard.
I got this sick ass neck face Spitfire collab, and I bought some shoes. But I remember like how thankful the dude was, you know. Yeah. He's like, "What? Where you guys from?" Oh, we're like from like LA County area and stuff. And he was like, "Dude, like, you know, thank you, dude. Come again." And I was like, "Dude, like, this is sick, you know."
Yeah, I mean,
you only get true love out of these smaller shops because it's straight up skater owned.
Yeah,
right. And I love that shit, man.
Dude, I can relate to that because when me and the homie Gabe went to Tucson, they only had 2 shops out there, and we stopped at each one and bought something for each one. The first one was like, "Hey man, we have a mini ramp in the back. You want to skate it?" They let us skate the mini ramp. So the second one we walk into, the homie's just sitting there, and like I even told the homie, Gabe, "I like this dude, like this shop, dude. This dude just sat there, conversated with us. He didn't even talk to us about anything else but skateboarding and like, welcome to Tucson. There's spots here, there's spots there." These dudes were so grateful to like, "You guys are from LA," or even because we came to support. Not even just because we were from LA, but they're like, it's like, go here, hit here. You're gonna find spots here. You can skate here from here to here and here.
That's super cool.
So much love in the skate community, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is, and that's true, man. Because I mean, skateboarders, we're like, as soon as we see another one, it's like, damn, that's a homie right there, you know?
Hey, I'll be honest with you, man. Being so young and skating, all these skate parks and stuff. We didn't see a race, man. No, we didn't see a face, a color, nothing. All we saw was like, dude, that dude skates sick. Yeah, you know,
you judge him by his skateboarding.
Yeah, and I love that.
Not even necessarily to use the word judge either. Yeah. Like you just say, you know, you just know them.
Yeah, dude, it's like you skate, I skate. You know, like
all day, baby.
That's it.
You don't know how many times I've just done that and gone up to someone. I don't care. They're gonna look gangster, this, and this, and I just go like, "Dude, you fucking rip." I'm dude, the first thing I tell him is like, "You rip, don't stop. You might have a future. Just keep it going. Don't let anything bring you down."
Dude, and we had all sorts of homies that skated. We're talking about like crew members, gangsters, dudes coming in and out of jail,
rockabillys, punk rock.
Yeah, dude, like straight, like everything. Asians, like I mean, like from scumbags, like punk rocking, effed up every day, to like a family man.
Right.
But when we would gather together, we were just all skaters, dude. Right. That's all we were, dude. There was no judgment. There wasn't nothing. It was just, you skate. Hell, you're the homie. Let's go skate. That's it.
It's the true meaning of unity.
Sometimes I feel like I'll get myself into trouble for bringing the wrong person into the circle, you know, and I'm like, dude, like, but as me, I'll just see it as a skateboarder, you know, but I'll be like someone like off the skateboard, he was getting into trouble, you know, and he was like, "Oh shit, bringing the trouble into the circle." But sometimes you just don't see that because you just have the love for skateboarding. You just want to bring everybody to the skateboard, you know, and you're just like, let's bring them to the session, and next thing you know, you're just like, fuck, who did I bring into the session? But yeah, sometimes, you know, you just gotta watch out with that. But it's just, you know, it's just all for the love, you know. Yeah. But I also agree with I was at the skate park this morning, and like I was trying to give props to this dude, and he gave me props, and I was like saying what's up, but he spoke to me in a different language. I think it was Colombian. So sometimes, you know, you never know who you're meeting, where they're from.
Yeah.
So maybe it was badass relative in Colombia.
Yeah. I kind of had the same thing yesterday at LP when I was there. Like some dude, I was like, oh, like. I was saying, like, I was doing some no slides and some board slides, and then he was kind of doing the board slides, but he wasn't really landing it. And I was just like, "Oh, you got this." And then he kind of looked at me, and I'm like, "All right, whatever." And then I heard him talking. He had an accent.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, he probably didn't understand what I was saying, you know." But he knew that I was like, "Hey, you got this," because you know, just you can tell.
Well, the universal word for it is you got this is
Hey,
thumbs
wow.
up.
You got it.
You pointing, you just give him a thumbs up.
Yeah, sir.
You know what I also noticed this morning at the local? I was in my locals park, but there was like skaters there, and I seen like they were the locals. But then at the same time, like you know, at first when you guys first get there, like you know, you're just looking at each other, like kind of like you get this weird vibe because you guys don't know each other. But at the end of the session, like everybody's all friends, like hey, peace out, I'll see you next time. But at the beginning, it's just like this vibe, like fuck, we don't know each other. Who's this?
I don't get that feeling anymore when I go somewhere. Like I just, you know what I mean? I don't feel like a vibe anymore. Like I just go there and I feel like I'm gonna put out my vibe, and then whatever happens. If I see something kind of shady, I'll stay away from it.
That's
you know?
right.
But,
that's right.
You know what I mean? But I'm not like thinking people are gonna judge me. And if they are, wait until they see what I do. You know what I mean?
Hey, nah, you got some pretty.
Nah,
clean
dude,
tricks. Yeah, you get
down, dude.
Yeah.
The other day at LP, I was just like, God damn.
Yeah.
Should we take a quick break?
Yeah. All right. Let's get into. You said something about Churchill.
Hey, man. Churchill skateboards are the best boards I've ever ridden in my life.
Really?
And yeah, it was all thanks to Listo when we were a lot younger. He got sponsored by Hill.
Okay.
And
like Frankie Hill.
yeah, Frankie
Hill. Okay.
Yeah, and he.
That's Frankie Hill and Hill skateboards and Churchill skateboards were different, so it's completely different. Frankie Hill had nothing to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He didn't.
Churchill was Dan Churchill. It was some other guy.
Ooh, okay. So
What?
you're learning
Churchill
something
and
here.
Troy Frankie Hill. So that's what kind of got mixed up too, because I was riding for Churchill
Dude, we're all-
skateboards and then Hill skateboards.
Did you
So-
actually go up to Frankie and tell him you
awesome,
rode for him?
I met Frankie when I first met him. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah,
Okay.
man,
Later on,
he
yeah.
hit him up and he hooked him up. But what? I could have sworn that was Churchill.
No, they're two
Yeah.
different
That
ones.
was another dude?
Yeah.
Crazy.
What?
Okay.
This whole time? Like, I just got mind blown.
He's blown away.
Well, dude, because this dude was picking up sponsors, like random ass sponsors, like, and I was like, what? What board is this? Look, those Churchill skateboards, man, they were so solid. Listo would snap literally a board or two per session.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time we went out filming, like he would just snap boards, like if he was a fat boy and shit, you know? Like,
Fat boy Foy.
He was hucking down stuff.
yeah, and then
Okay.
sometimes like he would just have like kind of bad luck landing on the same spot where the board would just you know. But he's like a Super Saiyan when he skates. So, but those Churchill boards, like those things, Listo could hawk them down like a 12 stair, you know, 10 stairs, constant, and the board will last them like a whole week. And I know that seems like that's a fucking little bit of time.
Now
for a board.
when you're
But
jumping
now
down,
when you're
jumping
throwing down
yeah.
10 and 12 stairs, bro. And those boards were so solid, man. Like
Do you remember how long that was around for, those boards? Not long.
maybe half a year, dude.
Probably like
I
2011.
I guarantee I can
Yeah.
tell you why. They couldn't sell more boards. They wouldn't break. They have to break to get you, so you would buy another board, man.
You know-
they
you know-
probably can make a board that would last you
I feel like
until there's no pop, maybe. But I'm saying they want to sell product. They gotta.
they're still around, but just under a different name. I guess
Really?
the guy couldn't keep up the name, but I just don't know what name, because I know they're under Syndrome and all that. Because I used to get silver trucks, I used to get KD bearings, and all that was in between that distribution.
Mm-hmm.
So Churchill was with Syndrome.
Okay.
So I don't know what he turned it into now, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people rebrand, and sometimes we don't know that, like unless you know the history. You know what I mean? You could be buying. You think you're rocking a new brand, and it's the same people that was just making the other one that went out.
It's like they're saying you're gonna stop buying Pepsi, but then you go buy Mountain Dew, but Pepsi makes Mountain Dew. Or you boycott Pepsi, but still drink Mountain Dew,
Yeah,
but you're still giving the money to the same people.
that's pretty much, yeah. They're under the same umbrella.
Yeah.
You know, so
What's the best board you've ever ridden, Skate Show?
Oh.
well, now I gotta
Quick, because I gotta know what the
mean-
boys said.
because I've been on I had a lot of favorites when I came back to skating. There was like, you know, I was all into the VX boards for a minute. the Santa Cruz ones because they had a lot of shape to it. I started off with the VX with the POW, but that was kind of flat for me. I needed more concave. And then once I learned about the twin paddle board, Chris Roberts came out with, man, dude, that's my favorite now. I like being able to not worry about throwing down my board and worrying about if it's forwards or backwards. I could just skate and don't have to even think about it.
Dude, that's
it's going forward or backwards, no matter which way it's pointing. So if I do a shove it, I don't have to worry about doing another trick to get my board straight or whatever. It's already there for me.
Is that a chocolate?
It's a chocolate board.
Yeah,
so that's my favorite shape right
now.
That's my favorite shape right now. So Sk8 for that one.
Oh yeah,
makes sense, right?
The girl, Curl Tap has that whole G codes.
Mm-hmm.
Like now you can put in like Sk8, G10, G11, and it'll give you whichever shape, concave, and whatever.
It'll give you that shape, but what it could come on different graphics. You know what I mean? Like say you want Sk8, well, I think there's one other person that has that board that's not Chris. And then if you go on the girls' side of Curl Tap, Sean Malto has the same shape as Chris Roberts now, but just in a girl board. So yeah, man, that's my favorite right now, man. That's what I'm rocking, and I was rocking a Stevie Prez, and I felt like I wasn't doing my best, and I thought I was maybe I needed to skate more or something, and then I changed boards yesterday. It was the board. Man. It was the board, man, and I was like, I was getting back into it.
You were on fire yesterday at an LP. Yeah,
Woo.
I was watching you just skate, and I was like, damn, the boy still's got it.
Yeah, dude, I got because I was feeling like pretty good. The knees feeling good, the back's feeling good again. So I'm like, I'm feeling it. I'm like, maybe I can get a hill flip today, and then I got one, and of course the two people I was trying to show off in front of weren't even watching. Peralta luckily saw it, then they're like, do it again, and. Man, and then, of course, that's the worst ever. That every time I always end up getting injured when somebody says, "Oh, do it again."
Yeah, do it again.
And then I got a fat bruise right here on my inner knee right here now because the board popped up and hit me. That's the life, man.
That's skateboarding.
That's skateboarding.
We chose it.
Okay, brother.
We chose this.
You damn right. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. All right. Let's get into like a dream spot. Do you have a dream spot you haven't skated yet?
Carlsbad.
Carlsbad?
Ooh, resurrect.
Too bad it'll never be around again.
It's gone. Yeah. That's a spot that
I like that because it is a dream. You know what I mean? To bring that back.
Hey, maybe you know how they're bringing back those spots like how they did Wilshire 15 on the contest. What if they recreate Carlsbad?
I think they have.
We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to sneak in and just be like, fuck it, Scumbag 3000.
There's been times where it's been they've been remade again, like the Maloof Money Cup they had in their contest, like another contest San Diego, and then
they had the triple set in Santa Monica.
Yeah. Hey, but what would you do on Carlsbad if you were
Carlsbad? I would go for sure a kick flip,
backside flip,
and then I would go backside flip.
You have
get it solid.
I'll give you this.
Maybe a backside big spin.
You have one of the.
I gotta have like a 6-pack or something.
You hands down have one of the cleanest backside 180s and backside flips I've ever seen. Hands down, I don't. From the pros and everything, I've never seen a backside 180 or a backside flip go down that clean.
Hell yeah, man! Thanks.
Shout out to that, man. That's awesome. That's from the homies too, man.
He has one of my favorite backside flips and one backside 180s.
You have your own style to the backside.
Yeah. Now, do you have a clip of anything you've done with the backside flip that
man,
maybe we can post out there later on?
Yeah.
We always like to put links in the descriptions below, so if you have any parts out there, we'll definitely help promote that and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. In my Instagram, I it's not public, but if you're a skater, man, I don't mind following back. And,
right.
Dude, I have a bunch of stuff right there from the past and now. Right now, I actually just recently got back. Really
I've been peeping, man. I've been seeing that.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Like the 5-0s are there. You're hucking.
It's a lot cleaner.
That's another thing he's always had on lock is the 5-0s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude. I just sent the homies the old Scumbag 3000 promo, the one where you try to board side that long rail in Hollywood and you broke yourself off.
Dude, at 3 a.m.
I remember we were both just chilling. I was like, I think you got this. You got onto it. You slid more than half of it, and you just shot out. And I just sit. And then when I finally watched the video so much, I saw your leg. Just like that's when I realized why you were just like, nah, I'm not going again.
Yeah, dude. I mean, 3 a.m. We just came out of the bar in Hollywood, and we went Hollywood High. Let's go skate.
And we found this long, like at least 30, 40 foot long shootout rail. And I was like, you can board slide this. You can board slide. If you listen,
I went for it a couple times. You know, shout out to Big Nose, man.
Yeah,
Big Nose was filming that night. That's the homie.
Yeah, shout out to him, man.
But yeah, man. Right now I'm working on one last part.
Last part?
Yeah, dude. And it's kind of like an homage to myself, just to have something to show when I'm like old as hell, you know, to my nephew, future family and stuff.
Don't count yourself out too early, man. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I'm 43 right now, about to be 44 this year, and I'm still on the board. You know what I mean? Like I take breaks here and there, which is cool. Because you're gonna notice when you start getting older, things are gonna start breaking down. You know what I mean? Like knees and back.
Yes, sir. A lot of CBD already.
But if you take care of yourself, like these guys nowadays, man. I mean, trainers, like these guys are like out of control. They kind of made it more of a sport. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah. We're gonna have to
They're like more athletes. Yeah. But like for us as you know, regular local skaters, you know, we keep it grungy. We're always in the streets.
We're gonna have to hit up Vinny Ponte to start training us, dude.
Well, dude,
it's as simple as stretching.
Yeah,
stretching every day,
what I'm
man.
saying. Like that's as simple as that. A little bit of jump rope, maybe.
All right, stretch with a beer.
Solid,
man.
Loosen up with the beer real quick. Do a 1 and 2.
Yeah,
with the beer, you're gonna be like this. 1, 2.
You know, normally I'm right there with you, buddy. But I'm taking a little break as well from
That's
the
cool.
alcohol.
It's beautiful, man.
Yeah, because exactly, like they're working on putting out a video as well, and I kind of want to be part of it. So I'm thinking,
let's do it, man. I Lisa's told me about it, and I feel like hopping on. You know,
maybe a friend section, whatever.
I can.
Honestly. Unless I start killing it, then I might have to have a part. I don't know. We'll see.
I think it'd be perfect. The honorary skate show part.
Yeah, but you know, I don't know if it's like, is it a Bumtown thing that you're doing or?
No. This is just me by myself, and I just found the right dudes who have that commitment to just want to show up. They show up every weekend. I tell them a spot. This is what spot we're going to. They got a trick. They got this going. These guys are so committed that like during the week they're like, oh, I'm going to a skate park because I'm gonna practice this trick because I want to do this trick this weekend.
That's right.
And then I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I get mad a little bit because sometimes I get stuck filming, but I'm just like, fuck, I'm filming some history right now because I'm watching these dudes and I'm pushing them to their limits. I'm making them. I could see how they skate. I know what they're capable of, and I'm pushing them to that. Like even with Listo, like sometimes I'm like, he'll land something, I'll be like, hey, what's up with that toe drag, dude? A little better. I know you can do it better. And he'll get mad at me.
Nah, it's funny.
Dude, then he'll call you out. Like, yeah, busted tree.
Oh, dude, he's done that shit to me. He's all, here, let me film you. And as soon as I'm filming, fool, come on. What's up with that toe drag?
You know what's like crazy about like me putting down the alcohol? My mentality is so different. Like I want to land tricks cleaner, and if not, it bugs me. But before, when I used to get buzzed, I'm like, I landed it. Let's just take it.
Let's move on.
That's why he'll be like, yeah, toe drag. But nah, bro. Nowadays, like you want to land your tricks clean. You want to make them look good and make them look stylish. But it depends on how you skate. You know.
Right.
Hey,
you have more focus.
I'll give him this since he sobered up. I'm really, as a friend, I'm really proud of him because I just see the commitment, the effort. I actually had to stop him one time because he was doing the tricks so much, and I started seeing him get hurt. I was like, dude, that's it. I gotta stop you, dude. If you keep going, you're gonna hurt yourself to the point where you're gonna regret it later. Like maybe something serious will come out, but just say, dude, we'll come back if we have to. We'll come back.
It's a different mindset.
He's had some gnarly. Listo has had some gnarly bells and really bad injuries.
Yeah. No, definitely.
And the fact that Listo can still throw it down how he does today.
I'll give him. Yeah.
I like
hands down. Hey,
I'll put it like this: Listo and Brooks today. they're still on it.
Yeah.
Like, they're throwing it down. They're still learning tricks, man.
I know.
Isn't that crazy, man?
I mean, it is, man, because that's what these guys do, though. You know, the fire's in them. They like this guy. I know he wakes up to watching, like right now. I'm sure he's watching Baker. You know, has a Death Wish 2 every morning right now to get himself hyped up. And what happened this morning? He's at the skate park at 7 o'clock, like early, down the street. You know, before we're gonna record today. And I was like, man, like I set up everything yesterday, so I was like, just to give myself a little cushion in case something happened. But he was at the skate park. I go, you know what? Let me stop by real quick. You got like 3 clips. I was only there for maybe 15 minutes. I'm like, this guy's just killing it, dude. He's having fun.
Dude, when I called him when I was on my over here, he's all like, I'm in Mayberry. I was like, and you couldn't call me, dude? Come on. You know I would have been down to go up that early.
I'm sorry, guys. It's not that I didn't want to call you guys, but you guys are probably sleeping, and no one wants to get bothered when you guys, are sleeping early in the morning.
You can wake me up.
Nah.
You can when it comes to
call the homies.
Well, when it comes to skateboarding, you can wake me up whenever time you want.
Yeah, at least send the message. You know what I mean?
Or tell me something.
Be like, I'm gonna be there today.
Yeah, just text me like on my way to Mayberry, and I'll be like, fuck, all right, cool.
I'll be like taking a shit, like what? Yeah. Like
meet you there.
Meet up in 30 minutes. Like, let's go.
Let me just put on yesterday's pants and underwear, and I'll be there. No showers. Hash life.
I guess nowadays with the technology, you can't really like phone call anybody or like text. Nowadays it's just the social media. You see the story, now you know.
That's what I saw.
And you're just like, all right. So now you know where you're at. That's my invitation. Okay.
Yeah. yeah. That was the invitation for me that I saw because he said he had the story. When he woke up, he was already watching a video. The next story I saw, he's at down the street at the skate park. I'm like, okay, I know where he's at. I know where he's at.
Pop up.
So I had a little bit of time. So I went out there. And it was cool, man.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to the homies that pop up.
Yeah.
The story, man.
Hey, you know who
had a couple, man. You are.
Hey, I'll give a big shout out to Raw because he popped up one time. He's like, I saw you guys in the story. You guys are here. I'm like, dude, I'm not even gonna complain. You're always more than welcome.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Black magician.
Tight, man.
Yeah.
He's tight, dude. Cool dude, man.
And also, it pumps me up too. Like yesterday, I posted my story that I was at LP, and then I got a couple messages like, "Oh, you're there already? I'm on my way." I'm like, "That's sick. Somebody wants to fucking chill with me and skate. That's awesome,
dude."
Yeah, but they meet up there all the time anyway. But I was there extra early, and then like you said, people are probably sleeping in. No one probably wants to be there first and sit around. But once they know somebody's there, they're ready to go. They're like, "Oh, you're there? Psh, let's go." All
dude,
right.
you set off our whole DMs. The whole DMs just set off because it was like, hey, skate show's already there, and we're and it started turning into like, well, I need a board. And I was like, I got an extra, and then it turned into I got an extra board. All right, I'm on my way to LP.
Nobody can have an excuse now.
Dude, right now I just try to with the squad. I just try to keep it with whatever. I try to keep my car stocked. Mm-hmm. With sizes for whoever needs something in case they snap the board, so I don't hear excuses. I don't want to hear I don't got a board. Yep. I don't want to hear I got no this, no that, no that.
I got heel bruise because we got insoles, footprint insoles.
I just gave a fat package to the whole team of FP insoles. Yes, thank you for the blessing. They blessed us. They blessed us.
Thank you, Peralta, for the pair you gave me.
No, thank you to them. They blessed us. They heard about the project. They supported it. They backed it up. And Julian had a big piece with that. So
that's cool, man. Hey, shout out to Footprint. Look, I've been working construction for 10 years. Mm-hmm. And I've been using Footprint insoles in my boots.
They're in my steel toes for sure.
Dude, 14, 15 hours, man. I don't feel nothing.
Mm-hmm. Comfy.
I got him in my skate shoes and my work boots. Same thing as you just said.
Man, I say we gotta talk off camera. Maybe we can do something for them, and maybe if it's cool enough,
hey,
maybe they'll hook it up a little bit more. You know what I mean? So that's so rad, man. Shout out to everybody out there doing their thing. Right. And what about if you could travel anywhere to skate? Where would you want to go? Like in the country, out of the country?
I'm not gonna lie to you, my heart's in LA.
LA? You just want to?
I fucking love LA, man. It's so good for skateboarding.
People want to come here.
Yeah. But if there was one spot, I would say South America.
South America?
Yeah, probably my country, Colombia.
Oh, there you go.
just to feel the culture, feel the vibes, and then just
answer.
skate like new spots, man. You know,
just at least go out there to do what you're gonna do, like get the heritage, fill it out. You know, bring your board. That's all you can do. You know,
yeah.
and then,
dude, I've been seeing a lot more pro skaters skate Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
And it's opened my eyes more because I just have my family over there, but they don't skate, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing all these skaters do a bunch of trips to Colombia, like literally in the past like half a year, I was like, "What? That's over there?" And it just makes you think about the architecture around the world. Like, dude, there's probably so many crazy spots that are everywhere around the world. And sometimes that makes me feel like I'm stuck, like, you know, like
it can
go out.
And that's what I think people need to travel. I wish I could travel overseas, because then you can actually see what life is like outside your little bubble. You know what I mean? Because I think people need that. Too many people are trapped in a little bubble. That's why everybody in traffic. There's always this, you know. There's always tension.
Right, America.
You know, yeah. And then, you know, we get that vibe, like we think we're this and that. But then a lot of people say once they go to other countries, they go, dude, it's all different. Like, people they're just people.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like us as skaters, man, we really, because we look at each other as people, you know, or skaters as well. There's none of that real judgment out there, you know, unless, you know, I'm looking at your shoes. I'm like, what's going on with that, bro? Are you a skater or not? Why are you rocking those? I don't see no scratch marks.
You know what's crazy? Nowadays, you got some youngsters like doing stuff off stairs or rails and stuff, wearing Jordans.
Crazy.
Yeah, and like Burberry and like crazy expensive shoes. And I'm just like, first of all, look, not hating on that, but to me it blows my mind that this shoe that's not meant for skateboarding, you're doing hard flips down a 12 serve with this shit. I'm like, what? Like, I'm on feel, man. I gotta have like some Americas or something grippy, you know? But like,
I know, trust me, I trip out on that too.
The little kids nowadays, this new generation, man.
Well, they see the fashion is going off now with these guys. Like, you know, some of these guys are models now, you know, so they see that and they want the Gucci belt, they want all that stuff, and then. But these guys are sponsored. They're giving it to them, you know, like
to be able to skate that stuff, though. You know, Isn't that crazy?
No,
look. There's one pro skater that comes to mind when I think about, like, literally, you just pick up whatever's in front of you and just skate. It's Andrew Reynolds, man.
Okay.
Reynolds said in an interview when I was younger, he was like, I don't even like focus on the shape of the board or like I can like pick a board up and just skate.
Yeah.
To me, that is so crazy.
It's like he's able to adapt to whatever he touches, he'll adapt to it and be able to skate it.
Dude, and I'm so not like that, you know? I have to have my tight trucks, my setup, you know? But then to hear that being said years ago, and now seeing the new generation kind of doing the same thing that he's doing subconsciously. They don't. Most youngsters, Gen Z, they don't know about Andrew Reynolds. Yeah. You know? But if they were to hear that interview, I feel like a lot of them would be like, dude, like, that's how I feel on a board. I just pick up the board, I put on whatever shoes. Like, I put on this pair of shoes, and I just skate.
Yeah, there's no way for me. I have to have the right.
I need to have the right shoes, like the right board, and everything.
Have the right equipment, man.
I think that mindset is mind blowing. I give a shout out and I give props to any youngsters that can skate a shoe that you can't even skate in.
Right. Try honestly, Nike Cortez. It ain't easy.
Well, I think that shoots back to when we were first learning how to skate. You know, you take a hand-me-down, a board. If you snapped your board, someone give you a board with square tails, and you're like, well, I gotta learn how to skate this. Or your shoes blow out, you're like, I gotta go to Rhino Mart and get the World Industry shoes, or I gotta get the ESs that they just sell because they're $5-10. But I gotta work with whatever I got, you know? Because I feel that's how it was when we skated, you know? Whatever you got, or we're able to get.
True. But you still knew it felt good. So you picked the best shoe out of that.
Yeah.
You know, like I remember, what was it? Skywalk? What? No.
Airwalks?
Airwalks, man.
Airwalks? Okay. See, you could tell.
Dude, Payless,
the age
Payless
here.
shoes. Payless used to hook it the fuck up.
See?
With fucking
Yeah.
Yeah. And dude, you would pick up a pair of shoes.
Oh. Yeah. He
accidentally hit the unmute button.
You would skate these shoes.
just push it.
But it still felt
Push it
good.
down.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Look, man, these kids nowadays, it's just what looks good.
Yeah.
So they don't even really go by feel. So that blows my mind, man.
Nike.
How can you just this looks sick? I don't care how it skates.
But
I'm a skate it. Next you know they're doing a
Nike
hard
to me-
flip down to 10 or some shit like that.
a Nike to me doesn't feel comfy. With all the money that they have, you would think they'd make a real comfy, durable shoe. But again with the skateboards, they gotta make something to rip so you have to buy more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be in business if it lasts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
True.
but they're just paying for the colorways, and they're just reproducing these things.
Like
So
movies.
I really wish these kids would learn their skate history and actually, support more core skate brands.
Honestly,
You know?
I had a year where I sat there and I went on this website called Skate Video Site, and I watched every video from like the 80s to the era which I saw that. It was probably like 2014, 2015. I learned so much about skateboarding, and like I never realized how many of the tricks we're doing and we thought were bangers have been reproduced. They've already been done. There's no such thing as an MBD anymore.
Well, there's still some.
Yeah.
There's still some.
MBDs, there's
MBD.
MBDs on spots, but there is no MBD trick that's never been done.
I don't know. Talk to Yuto or these Japanese that are coming up, man. You good?
Dude, look. I feel like Japan, a lot of I don't mean to like get deep into the shit, but the Japanese, man, whenever they get into one thing,
they
go 100.
they master it. They master it, and
Of course.
I appreciate that, and I see it, and I love that about them.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Japan, man.
But
You
they're
guys are
kicking our
killing it.
ass. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, not in full, but
Yeah.
in their passions,
Yeah.
dude. They're killing it.
They're killing
They're
it.
killing it. They can do a yo-yo. I mean, anything that they
break
put their
dancing.
minds to.
Oh my God, they're killing it.
freaking what the like just killing it. They become the best at anything. They focus on one thing. One thing.
Yeah.
And
But I do love that they that skateboarding now is in their culture. You know what I mean? That
yeah, man.
It wasn't.
But-
For us, Brazil and USA, and USA's been killing it. in skating
Brazil was the first ones kind of coming out like with the footwork because they the soccer players. I always say if soccer players got good footwork,
The
so.
skis, the pop,
And
man.
now the Japanese, they're just coming out, man. They're coming out and killing it, which I respect, man, because that's just gonna have to make us try harder and do better, because I mean, we like to party out here. That's the thing,
Yeah.
And I think more of them are more focused on they got their eye on the prize, and they're gonna go for it.
Like skateboarding just got on the Olympics, and look who's the champion. Japan.
Yeah,
Utah.
Right.
Utah, man.
But Japan, Brazil hold it.
Mm-hmm. Shut up.
Break, brother.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a quick break.
Quick break.
We'll be back.
All right. Do you listen to music while skating?
Hell yeah.
Do you pop in the earbuds?
Yup.
Both of them or one?
Yup. Both.
Both. You zone out.
Yup.
All
It's
right.
one of my favorite things to do. It's bumping some music when I skate. Usually some Wu-Tang
Ooh.
or some Sabbath.
Sabbath. Okay, two
Yeah,
different
man.
things.
I go like right in between both. Like sounds like this Wu-Tang sounds like
Now, does it
I
matter what
hit
you're?
it.
Does it matter what you're skating and the music?
It really doesn't. It really
Okay.
doesn't. Not for me.
Okay.
Usually when I'm really sad or mad or hyped, happy, like I could be any mood, and Black Sabbath is
is what it
it's
is.
just what it is, man. I can
That's
be in
dope.
any mood, and that shit hits.
Hey, Bada, I got one for you. I just saw the girl cover band for Black Sabbath. They killed it, and I'm about to go see the Mixed Sabbath, the McDonald's Black Sabbath cover.
Wait, they're called Bitch Sabbath.
Yeah,
or something, right?
Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath.
Yeah, I just saw them. They rip, dude. I've never seen anyone hit the Sabbath song so on point.
Right? Hey, yeah, I've seen them on YouTube, man.
Dude, they rip, dude.
Dude, the solo's nasty, dude.
I took advantage of them being in the U.S. because they're always in Europe playing. $20 tickets.
What is it? Mac Sabbath?
Mac Sabbath is the McDonald's cover band of Black Sabbath. Hey, we're gonna go see them in March if you want to come.
I was about to say that. Where they performing?
Let's go.
In the observatory now.
Observatory. If you guys wanna,
Yeah,
let's go.
Anybody out there too? If you guys like Mac Sabbath or Black Sabbath, go check it out.
Yeah. Do you feel like music is a cheat for you when you're skating?
Yeah.
Big time, right?
Big time, brother.
Hell
Big time, man.
Yeah. Do you because there's been times where I'll get to the skate park, I have the earbuds in the car, but I'll start skating and I'm like, what's going on? Music is missing. That's what's missing. And all of a sudden it turns on, man.
Yeah. Look, you know what's crazy about that too? It's like sometimes like you can be in a weird mood and I don't know, sometimes like a song on the radio will just hit and you're just like, man, this song's kind of tight, you know? Like I'll be searching on Spotify or something and sometimes I end up skating to some random ass music, you know, like
just let it play and see what happens.
Yeah,
like,
dude, you know, some Skinnerd.
I just had something like that happen to me the other day where I was listening to "You Put That Lime in the Coconut and Throw the Can." Or I was listening to that Danger. I don't know why. It just made my day and it had me going. And then just because I dreamt about that song.
Dude, one song, Vanity 6, Nasty Girl. I fucking love that song, man. Yeah, dude, it's a good song to skate to, man.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
Some of the most randomest songs will put you in the great escape mood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And as soon as you just wake up and you're just like, hey, shit, just country song sounds good. Like,
growing up too, like the videos we would watch would really, kind of shape what I listened to, because a lot of that music I would never probably pop in, and then you see somebody skate to it, and it like kind of makes a vibe, Like I've always liked. There was a Mike Maldonado part where he skates to Time by what's that? I can't remember that band, but it's man, and I rewatched the part and I'm like, I think the part's sick. Don't get me wrong, Mike Maldonado's the shit, but the song really makes his part, because that song I remember it. I can see
it makes it pop, right?
Right, and I've always said that, man. Like it's cool when you get that good song. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Shout out to that, man. And when you make your part, you have a song in mind that you want to choose?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be the one you just said?
I hate talking about skating songs because like you always want it to be a surprise,
That's true. Yeah, don't tell us if you already have it in mind.
Yeah, I'll tell you the band, Dead Moon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Well, I know what song I'm taking it.
He always does that.
And Listo loves to do that shit.
Dude, Listo picks the most random songs forever, like.
But no, I'll be playing a song and he's like, "What song is that?" I'm like, I'll tell him. He's like, I think I'm gonna use that. I'm like, dude, I'm like putting together my clip right now, using it. You're gonna use it, nah.
Dude. when I introduced him to Primus and Too Many Puppies, he's all, I want to use that. And I'm like,
that's why you can't put that.
You can't tell Listo anything, because he'll beat you to it.
Yeah, the same thing. Like, don't tell anybody your clips, or and if you're saving something, you got a banger. Don't let nobody know. They might go out and go, I'm gonna get that and put it out before you, and then they waste it on the Instagram. You know what I mean? Instead of putting
there's fools out there like that.
Hey,
check it out.
You know who you are.
Check it out. Nowadays there's this app where like people don't want to ask the name of it, because they're like shy, or they don't want to ask the person or whatever. So they have the Shazam app where they're just like stealing other people's music, or they can find out what it is.
I see what you're saying.
That happened to me the other night, because I was showing these dudes some Pink. So I found there's this band that plays a whole Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon, but reggae. And then they're like hitting me up like, who is this? I'm like, oh, it's this person. But yet they still go there and they Shazam it. I'm like, I just told you who it was.
Shazam!
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
they're like,
that band-
Shazam!
That's a new thing
Yeah, that
going
band,
around.
the band was Pink Floyd. Time.
No,
That
no, no.
Mike Maldonado
That
Skates
song,
too.
man.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Yeah, when you said Pink Floyd, I go, there they are.
It clicked.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. And shout out to Primus as well, man. That
Oh,
man.
dude. I'm sad because I can't see him this year. They're playing
Sailing
on
the
4...
Seven Seas of Cheese.
Oh.
Ooh, that was a good one right there.
Like I said, I'm sad I can't see him this year because they're playing on 420, and on 420 I'm going to go see Bobby Lee for this Bad Friends live episode.
Go see both.
I can. I'm going to be in Vegas for one, and the other one's in LA.
Mm-hmm.
That drive's going to be insane.
Yeah.
if I do that.
All right. Dream sponsors. If you can get a box from anyone.
From David Peralta.
Fuck. Any beer company.
Oh my god.
Hey, hook me up. Yo, dude, I've been stuck on these seltzers for like maybe like a month now.
They're not a sponsor.
But if they want to pay, maybe
But okay. Skateboarding wise, I gotta say zero, man.
Zero?
Fuck yeah, dude. Zero just they're the shit, dude. You know,
They got
that's what I
Chris
grew
back.
up on, man. Just they were like the original Thrasher before Thrasher, you know?
Yeah.
They were pretty
Hammers,
heshy.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Hammers.
because of
yeah.
Jamie Thomas. you
Well,
know, so-
they created Hash. Hash comes pretty much off of them.
You know,
And
it was
Kirchhoff.
cool to see dudes back then throw that heavy.
Mhm.
And it really just captured the eye. And it wasn't even like trying to entertain people, but it was like that's what they just had in them. Like they had a beast inside them, and they were like, "Boom! I'm gonna skate this big rail, you know, this
Yeah,
big
well,
set of stairs."
Ryan Smith, Lindsey Robertson,
Dude,
AJ Murphy, Ryan
Fucking John Alley,
Corey
James
Duffel.
Brockman.
sick
All of
ass
it.
food, man. Brockman and Alley, dude, and Thomas. They set the tone.
Ryan Barbieri,
Dude, even
too.
Eric Costin, man, you know,
Oh, yeah.
Costin set the tone like for just being clean, you know. P-Rod being the prodigy that small, watching all these dudes bust like that. That's some cool stuff, man.
Now you're talking that's me, right? That's the era that like when I first I had put down skateboarding for just a little bit. My brother started skating, and then next thing you know, it's like Minik Mahdi era, and I was like, I knew then and there I would never be pro. These guys are way too good. I was like, the game for me was over. So, you know what I mean? So I was like, nah, dude, because I was used to watching Plan B, Questionable, you know, like, and virtual reality, and they were still hitting the curbs. They were techie, but they were still low, you know, low to the ground. They weren't there. You know, Rodney Mullen was kind of like out of range, but it was amazing to watch what he did. But man, when I took that break and I came back to Minik Mahdi,
Minefield.
boom, over for me. I was like, okay. But I can still make some rails outside if you guys want. Like I told him, like it's gonna be low to the ground. But yeah, man, and it was fun, man. But like Eric Costin, like you said, the man, dude. Setting the tone.
Dude. Costin set a big tone, man. Hey, he was even skating basketball shoes, man.
Well, his
Like,
his Costin 2s or Costin 1s were what a replica of the Allen Iversons.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the red and white?
Oh yeah,
the red and whites.
The red and whites.
Those were the replicas of the Allen
The
Iversons.
Allen Iversons, dude. They had a zipper.
Yeah.
I bought a pair of Iversons in middle school, man. Like,
You see, these people are and you know what? And I.
Costin, bro.
Yeah,
Crazy.
and these skaters, man, I swear we set the trends for what's going on in the world.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like these
Yeah,
people see this stuff, and then all of a sudden, now you see it in commercial, you see it here, you see it there. I'm like, we were doing that first. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Well, it's
I feel like that set a tone for the fashion world.
Yeah,
nowadays.
right.
Well, we set it
That's
off
what
back
the
in the
kids
day
are
with the
wearing.
tight pants. We were the first ones wearing I remember when we were wearing tight pants in high school, and people would be like, "Oh, what are you wearing? Your sister's pants?"
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, here comes the rave scene, and everyone's wearing tight pants, and we're like, oh, what? And then we jump into baggy pants, and all of a sudden everyone's like,
It's
back
going
into baggy pants.
It's getting back.
Right? Oh, the grunge.
It's going back to
Yeah.
normal again.
The grunge trend is coming back.
Yeah.
You know?
Now you gotta be, or now even the goth trend where you wear the baggy pants with your chains and all that. Like, where's this coming from?
No, it's all back now. That's what I love about it too, because everybody could find their own identity nowadays. Like before, I ain't gonna lie, I was part of it. You know, I wanted to be part of something. I wanted to be like these people. You know what I mean? I wanted to dress like these guys. You know, like I wore high water pants, and I nowadays I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? You know what I mean? Like I was tripping, but you know, but I thought like, okay, you're a skater, you gotta look like a skater, otherwise you might be judged. You know, so I was like, now when I came back to skate, I'm like, I'm not changing. I'm gonna be me, but on a board. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do nothing too crazy, you know, like, but I do support like the brands. I'll rock the brands that I like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man,
I try
hell
to
yeah. It's about
as
support.
much as I can.
Support, you know? Even when your homies start some shit, man, support them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be asking for fucking handouts or something for free because they're the homie. Like,
I like
support that, man.
Yeah, shoot him
Support
something, even
it.
if he's trying to give you
Sure.
something. You know, like you take it. It's all good, but just remember, like, you know, if they ask you a favor, you know, like, hey, can you come on my podcast? You know what I mean? And share, share your story. Hey, come, you know. So yeah, man, spread the love, bro. Spread the love.
Spread the love.
Yeah, I love it, man. Skaters supporting skaters, man. That's what they, you know.
Yeah. It's a religion at this point.
And now we're gonna
With
have
no
to have
name.
our own though. Support local skaters.
We have no leader.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what we're about here, man. Just getting your story out there. What are your hobbies off the board?
I do epoxy flooring and I polish concrete.
Is that a hobby for you? You love doing it?
Dude, I love it. It's my job.
Yeah,
It's my job, man.
But that's cool that you love doing that.
Yeah, dude, I got into it because of skating.
Mhm.
Because of skating, man. I was like, man, how did they get the floor so smooth at the skate parks?
That's dope.
And I was like, what the hell? Like, why is this so soft, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to learn that. And I just kind of started like just lurking. And I found a homie. Shout out to Alex Moreno, man.
Ooh.
The
that's a
homie
legend.
Alex, man, he was sick ass skater, man. But that dude is he gave me a chance
Mm-hmm.
to learn that. And he had already learned it.
Mm-hmm.
I was very young. I was like 22, 23 when I picked up the trade. But just through skateboarding
Yeah.
and him just randomly knowing it, it's almost like it was meant to be, you know?
Yeah.
But I just picked it up, man, and
That's
I learned
so
how to
cool.
make like the softest concrete possible, like a bowling ball. You know, that's the best way I can explain it.
Wow.
And
Dude,
then
I like how you post like the before and after pictures, because gritty as hell, and then next thing you know, shiny, beautiful floor. Like, and then you can do different things to it. You add like a flake to it.
dude, you can stain it.
Patterns.
Yeah,
you do
man.
the patterns. Did you ever get they have big giant stamps? You can make it like.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
yeah.
Yep. You know, usually with a building that's like made in the 50s, there's a lot of old architecture in LA.
Okay.
And you run into a lot of old buildings where you gotta like make this look like a nice floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Are you trying
sometimes the concrete itself, because it's so old, it has different shapes and forms and things,
Uh-huh.
which add character to the floor, man. And you
Yeah.
can just like make it super shiny, and it just looks sick. It's like unique, you know. It's like your little fingerprint on the floor for
Yes,
every
sir.
customer.
And you're proud of what you do, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. You know, I just saw because of skating.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. It's all because of skateboarding.
That's rad.
Yeah, man.
That's what skateboarding is all about, everybody. Jeez. Anything else off the board you love doing?
Off the board, man. I like being outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
I like trying to travel around the U.S. as much as I can.
That's
I don't
good.
really get too much of a chance, but I love a good view. I love good company. I love genuine homies. And shout out to all the homies at West Covina Skate Park.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to all the homies I grew up with, man. You know, one of my best homies, man. What? You know, Charles, man. I fucking love the shit out of you, bro. And he's one of the first friends I ever had in this country,
Yeah.
and just kind of show me the American way.
That's
you know?
dope. That's dope. Shout out to those guys, man.
Yeah, man. You know, everybody at the skate park, you know, you guys kept it real. And I just hope that I was able to strike a couple people to do better. You know, I feel like I've always wanted to spread love. I've always wanted to spread realness. Just be real. No matter how shitty you are or how bad you have it or how good you have it. Just be real, man. Yeah. Just be you.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Skateboarding.
Shout out to being real.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to being genuine.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's what skateboarding
it goes a long way, man.
It's all about, man.
Yeah. Cheers.
Okay. Cheers, brother.
Hell yeah.
Choo.
Hell yeah, man. All right. Before we get out of here, we're gonna give you a crazy question out of the bowl. This is where we ask you. We'll see what we get today, man.
How many panties have you held?
What?
Yeah, that's a crazy question.
Alright. Alright. When was the last time you were butt naked?
Well, I did put that one in there, and it was funny. Before we came back to the show, I had to make him put his clothes back on. So, just to let you know, it was like 10 minutes ago.
Hey, man.
This is a good one.
Just kidding.
I ran through downtown Upland, butt ass naked, dude. Because Peralta fucking dared me, man. That was the last time I was butt ass naked.
Dude, get the arms right there.
No. I'm just playing though. If you got, hey, here's a real question. My bad, guys. If you got a guest board, what graffiti would you want?
Let me see.
Oh, what graphic?
Sorry. I was like, did I
Graffiti.
write graffiti?
Hey, shout out to graffiti, man. Hey, keep the art alive. Street art, man.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah, no, yeah. If you got a guest board, what graphic would you want? Like, what would be your graphic if you had a guest board, and what team would you want it on?
Okay, cool. It would be for either Zero or Baker, and it would be a little girl licking a roach.
Okay.
That would be my fucking graphic, dude.
You're going Old School World Industries.
I'm guaranteed that hasn't been done yet.
Old School World Industries just controversial.
That would be my board graphic. A little girl licking a cockroach.
Sounds like Steve Rocco had a little influence on you.
Oh. If you know Bada, he has one of the greatest minds that I can think of.
All right, that's gonna be a cool graphic. So be on the lookout for that, Baker or Zero. All right.
You never know.
Yeah, man, that's cool, man. That's cool. I didn't expect that. So running through LA, huh?
LA, La Puente, homies, good times. Hey, man, the good times are killing me, man.
Yeah.
But you know what?
No, it's
Hey, 1 foot in the grave, and just know that life is short. Be happy.
Yeah.
Love your homies. Love your family. Love whoever you love.
Yeah.
And love them to death. And
that's right.
Love all the way, man.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Don't.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that, man. Cheers to that. Listo, you have a question before we get out of here?
Sure. Yeah, I got like 2 questions. All right, brother, man. So check it out.
Our little investigative reporter over here.
So one of the question is, so you're at work, right? You got like $1 million floor that you're working on, and then like after that you're the foreman, but then you get a call from the Phelps. Rest in peace. He came back to life, but you get a call. He's back like that, like the zombie. He calls you. He's like, hey man, you're going on King of the Road. You get to pick 3 homies and 3 pro skateboarders. Who are you taking?
Listo. Brooks, a pro skater you said?
3 homies and 3 pros.
And 3 pros?
Yeah, 3 homies and 3 pros.
Damn. Listo, Brooks, and I would say Bulbasaur.
Okay.
And 3 pros, it would be Figgy, John Alley, and James Brockman.
Ooh, nice. That's a lineup right there.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
Sounds like a fun trip right there. That's gonna be a fun van to be in.
Yeah, for
Feels
sure.
like it's gonna hurt a lot, you know.
There's gonna be a lot of fighting going on between that.
Yeah, man.
Pick your seat in the van because that's where you're gonna be.
Yeah. All
What's
right,
your next question?
I got my last question. I thought I had a couple questions, but nah, I only got the last one right here. Last question. So who would you like to see next on the show?
Next on the show, Victor Brooks.
Victor Brooks, another one.
Victor Brooks, man.
Victor Brooks, you heard it.
I think you've been called out like twice already, Brooks.
I think it's more than twice. I think it's more than
the
twice.
silent child.
I'm just saying.
Man of very few words.
Very few words, but talks a lot with his feet.
That's the man.
Great.
He
He's one of the
speaks with
greatest
his feet,
humans.
if you know what I mean.
I can say he's pushed me to a new level of skateboarding because I never thought I would ever tech skate, and he showed me how to tech skate.
Dude, Listo and Victor Brooks
Those Listos
are the main people I've known that have pushed this for years. For years, man.
Los Victors.
I love it.
Yeah,
Shout
man.
out to you guys, man.
Shout out to Listo, and then shout out to you, Skate Show.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. You know, you're keeping the culture alive, the industry alive, and
giving
I love
everybody
being
a
here, man.
voice, man. Giving everybody a voice to share their story, man. That's what it's about. Because you know, like I said, a lot of people are just into Instagram. I keep sounding like a broken record, but we just see clip sometimes. Unless you're like these guys, where they make skits here and there, and you get to see their personality. But a lot of people, you don't get to see their personality, you know. So that's what we're trying to do here. So you know, and then get. I want just everybody to be friends, you know. That's been on the show. If they see each other out in the wild, be like, "Damn, I saw you on that show. That was sick, and I really relate, or I like what you said." So I hope people tune in like that and understand what we're trying to do here. Here we go. Can we get them a drink over here, please? And then, yeah, dude. Pralta, you have any questions?
I would, but a lot of the stuff I want to ask, I don't think it'd be YouTube friendly because me and Pada have had
Let's
some
go.
great.
Bro, I got stories for days.
Me and
man.
Pada have had some great hash moments together.
Okay, if it's not YouTube friendly, we'll say it after the show.
Yeah, I mean, Pada knows we enjoyed the Scumbag 3000 days.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Look,
Shout out to Larry Tip for sure.
Scumbag 3000. Now, is that a video that was put together, or was that like a team?
it was a video that was supposed to come out,
Okay.
and it was homies just having fun.
Yeah.
It was having fun.
There wasn't even a squad. It was just me and Potter doing a thing, and then just people just started jumping in on it.
Mhm.
Like, man, hey, big shout out to 12 Dub. You know,
12 Dub?
this is my fucking brothers, man, and we caught some chaos. Look, Cali living.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just good times, beers, nothing but skating, man. You know, keeping it real, keeping it true to yourself, keeping it true to your homies, man.
Yep.
Don't take people for granted that are good for you.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Shout out to
man.
that. Shout out to
I
that.
love my brother. Shout out to 12 Dub. Shout out to Scumbag 3000, you know. Shout out to Skate Cho.
Thank you.
The man right here. Chew!
You heard it
You know what
here.
I'm saying, man? None of this would be possible without you, brother.
And my boys here, man. I can't forget the Couch Boys right here, man. These guys.
Couch boys.
I mean, it was kind of talked about, you know, starting this podcast because, you know, the bar area right here. They're like, every time they come over, they're like, dude, this is a perfect spot to do it. Let's do it. And then it kind of got in my head where maybe it could be done, you know. And then I started focusing on a little bit. Well, when I say focus, I was getting buzzed, and I was getting the beer bravery to like actually do it. So, you know, I can say that was, you know, a little, you know, help for in my, because, you know, you got the effort, you know.
Yeah, man, you're very creative.
You know what I mean?
Man,
So
bro.
I'm like, let's think of something.
Thank you.
And you know, like I said in the past, like, you know, Nine Club did set the foundation for what they do with their pro skaters, how they interview. But I kind of took bits and pieces of every little podcast that I listened to, like comedy, this, that, TV, doesn't matter. But I started with my own foundation, what I captured from them. And then it kind of grew into what we're doing now. So it kind of molded itself into it. So, man, dude, shout out to it. Like I said, these guys, how we started with this one camera. Now we're with two. We got the setup. We got the sound. Hopefully the sound is doing good today. You know, so.
Oh shit! I forgot to turn the sound on.
Nah, here we go. The whole thing's over. So, yeah. So, man, dude, thank you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Brought to anything else?
Like I said, you know, we have great stories. I wish we could talk about them, but they ain't YouTube friendly. But we have those memories.
All right.
I'm glad I got. We went from skating as little kids together, and we're still here. We're what, like 10,000 years as friends almost now. We used to party together at both the pads we used to have a great time, man. And hanging out with you was always a great time.
I mean, shit, real quick, you know. I just want to tell everyone, man, like, whoever I've encountered and whoever's my homie, like, I love you, man. I fucking love the fuck out of you guys, man.
Yeah.
And there's no hard feelings. There was never anything weird that someone else would say about someone else and stuff. And it's like, at the end of the day, we skate.
That's cool.
We fucking skate, and I love all you guys, man. Shout out to all the homies. All the homies, man. And, just...
Yeah, what other shout-outs you got?
I got shout-outs to my mom, my dad.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey,
man.
that's someone I want to see. Your parents, dude. I haven't seen them in so long. They were always so cool. Every time we would go over, they would just take care of us and like hook us up.
All right.
Play some fucking What was that game we used to play on your Xbox?
Yeah.
Hey, what was that game we used to play on your Xbox with the chainsaw guns?
Oh, Gears?
Gears, dude.
Hey,
Gears.
shout out to the Gears heads.
Dude.
No, man, but for real, shout out to all the homies, everybody that's been involved in my life. Like, dude, shout out to all you guys, man.
That's
like,
what-
I wouldn't be me without any of you guys.
Yeah.
Straight up, I would not be me, man. And I don't want to get teary-eyed.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. That's what we do here.
Hey, man.
It's all good.
Shout out to skateboarding, man. It's a whole vibe. It's a feel. It's just us, man. You know.
Okay.
I have no other way of feeling about that, man.
It
And
is.
I'm glad you're doing this, Skate Show.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
big shout out to you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Where can they find, like, if I know you're private, but what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Whiskey Barrel
Okay.
_ Whiskey Barrel.
Okay. Shout out to that. Do you have any?
Fuck
do,
yeah,
you,
dude.
do you have anything on YouTube or anything?
A bunch of old shit. But stay tuned.
What channel would that be on?
Fuck. PD.
The 12 dub video.
Yeah,
12 dub?
We
hey,
got the 12
the
dub video.
12 dub video. You gotta space everything. The space 12 space.
No, actually, it's all together.
Well, 12 dub
Links
video.
links will be in the description below.
Yeah.
We'll make sure to add that.
Hey.
Check that shit out, man.
I got one for you because I was there with you that day. The day you got so happy because you were already Whiskey Barrel on Instagram. And we went to that liquor store and you were like, what? The Whiskey Barrel?
Dude, I live behind that fucking liquor store now, dude.
Always,
so weird. I
always
was like,
comes
what?
full circle.
No, it's funny because I was in the car with him. He was just so happy. Like his face just glowed. He's like, what? The Whiskey Barrel?
Dope.
I still remember that day
So
like
weird, dude.
it was
Yeah.
yesterday.
All right. Listo, you have any shout outs before we get out of here?
Yeah, I got some shout outs. Shout out number one, God first, shout out my family, my mom, my dad. Shout out my brothers, everybody. Shout out my skateboarding brothers. Para is one of them. 12 Dub. 12 Dub, if you guys don't know what it was a skate team that Para started, and I joined them. We made the 12 Dub video. You guys could see it on YouTube.
Yep.
It's a full length video with all the homies. Well, not all the homies, but pretty much all the homies. But the main homies were Rito, PD, Para, and me. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Para. I remember I seen him at West Covina Skate Park, at the back of the skate park. I don't know, he was through his phase. He was kind of like lost. And I was with my buddies, and I was like, hey, I know this guy, because after that competition, when I first seen him, I was like, dude, I'm going to go talk to him. So I talked to him. He's like, huh, what, lost? And I told him, like, hey, bro, come join me, come join my buddies, come skate.
Hey,
so
man.
after that, we skated together, and then, like, from there, we, got sponsored by the Originators, went to a Vegas trip. After that, just, like, working with him, he got me into construction. And, like, I known this guy for almost half of my life, and I consider my brother. And shout out to Para, man, for everything he's done for me.
Right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh, love, man.
Honestly, I can sit here and ramble on just as much as these stuff, but like, dude, like, shout out to Pada because we've always had great times together. Anytime I ever hung out with them, I'm just like, damn, I'm not going to work tomorrow. I'm gonna go out and I'm like, this is gonna totally be worth not going to work tomorrow. We're gonna go out, have a good time. We met some cool people. We had some good times. We've always just vibed together, like, you know.
It was always worth it, man.
Yeah, every time was worth it. I can say all those times I missed out on work, definitely worth it because I was Chris Cole, Pada was Lizard King.
Okay.
We met some pretty cool people along the way, and we still have connections with a lot of them.
Yeah, shout out to all the homies.
All right, man. Yeah, shout out, dude. And dude, again, thank you for coming down. Really appreciate it. Love the hairdo. I'm really digging it right now. So again, thank you to everybody that's tuning in. I want to thank the Couch Boys again for doing their thing on the 1s and 2s. They're always holding it down. Thank you, Whiskey Barrel, for coming down and doing the show, man. It's been a great time. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, please. It really helps with the algorithm. You know, leave us a message, comment below. Make sure to follow us on the Instagram at We're the Locals Sk8. And I'm OG Sk8 Show. Till next time.
Oh yeah.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye.